The Bank of England have just increased interest rates by 0.25% to 5.25%. That's a 15-year high, and it marks the 14th consecutive interest rate hike. But how high could interest rates go? Most economists are now forecasting that interest rates could rise to between 5.75% and 6% by the end of this year or by the beginning of 2024. Now that's far higher than predicted at the beginning of the year, when rates were expected to peak around 4.5%. Now there's 3 more rate setting meetings by the Bank of England's MPC before the end of the year. And this is how financial markets are currently forecasting interest rates to rise by the end of the year in those meetings. And once interest rates do hit that high between 5.75% and 6%, financial markets are expecting rates to stay high for a long time. And that's something that most borrowers are failing to grasp right now. So the story of the UK interest rate rises is perhaps not just how high they'll go, but how high they'll remain over the coming years. And that could be the main driver behind a UK recession and a house price correction. UK interest rates are expected to remain between 5.75% and 6% until the summer of 2024, where they're then expected to decline. They're expected to fall to around 5% within the next 2 years, and then further down to 4.5% by 2026. Now that's still much higher than most of us are used to seeing UK interest rates, where they've barely been above 0.25% over the last decade. Recent UK inflation data was actually positive, with price growth cooling to 7.9%, and that was much better than the market had expected. But many economists think it's still way too early to revise those original predictions. After all, UK inflation still remains much higher than any other G7 economy. Subscribe to this channel and you'll learn a little bit more about trading and investing news.